the job done, so proper. Yo, chick need prescriptions, niggas getting cash like doctors. Shake that ass, it's coming in and it's coming fast. I stack it up like I'm Jewish, I'm the shit like cow manure. Ask about young veggie though, she gon' tell you I do it. I put it on my mama, I'm a young nigga bout guala. Don't compare me to a lame if he can't match my dollars. Don't fuck around with rock rollers, that'll bite you up and then spit you out. I guess she a dog, cause she bite me up and then spit me out. I'm faded, what I'm saying, I'm out my mind, ho. Sometimes you ain't gotta give a fuck, and right now I'm on one.
What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this shoe review today, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the _ at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And we are hitting it really close to that 8,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel. Thank you for your support if you're already subscribed. If you're not, you definitely want to, because once we hit that 8K mark, I'm gonna give away some cool prizes like this Supreme Balaclava face mask in a black colorway. I have the Supreme Cat in the Hat tee in a white in a size medium, and I have 3 Bathing Ape magazines, which they all contain accessories within them. This one is the Bape wallet, this one is the Bape Kids magazine, and this one is the Bape sling bag. So again, once we hit 8,000, I'm gonna give away these prizes. Also, this video is sponsored by with Otis. Otis is a different way to invest your money. Unlike traditional methods of investing in the stock market, Otis enables users to invest in subjects they're more familiar with, whether it's a coveted pair of sneakers, a hyped up vinyl figure, or even sculptures in public art space. Invest in things you're passionate about. Invest in experiences. All you need to start is $10. Culture is a new asset. You can learn more about Otis at www.withotis.com. Link is also in the description below. Alright, moving on to the shoe review. In hand, I have that Nike Air Jordan SB1 in that Defiant or that Nyc-Paris or that light bone colorway. This shoe has too many names associated with it. First impression of the shoe, I didn't care too much about this shoe. Looking at the different pictures on the blogs and the websites and whatnot, it just looked like a pretty boring shoe, especially being compared to that Lakers Chicago colorway. To be honest, this shoe is just not that exciting to me, and I don't need another pink shoe, especially since I just custom this crimson tint into this colorway. Check out the video link above. And if you're living under a rock, you're probably like, Chris, that's not a pink shoe, that's a gray shoe. Just give me a couple minutes to explain. Again, the shoe is releasing in 2 different styles, this gray pink right here and that Lakers Chicago 1 colorway, and they are going to be releasing in 2 different phases, in which skate shops get first dibs because this is a Nike SB shoe. So skate shops are going to be able to release their pairs on May 10th, 2019, which is tomorrow, and then your typical sneaker boutiques like your Kicking It, Sneaker Politics, Nice Kicks, they're going to be releasing their pairs on the 25th of May. To go a little more in depth of why skate shops get first dibs on releasing this particular pair of shoe is because the Jordan 1 was actually like the first unofficial skate shoe. Back in the day, companies didn't have their direct focus on the skate market, so that gap was just left open for anyone to take. However, without the help of sleazy advertising campaigns from these companies, skaters found their way to the Jordan 1 because it provided a lot of benefits to the skate world. Like, you have the upper that is comprised of mostly leather, which protects the foot, skaters like that. Then you have this high ankle, which provides support to the ankle, and you have this sticky outsole right here, which helps you grip the skateboard. Nike, after realizing that a lot of skaters were buying into this Jordan 1 shoe, they went back into their vault and they reintroduced the Nike Dunk, which was originally purposed for collegiate basketball because it was easy to interchange those colors from school to school. They repurposed it for skating and changed up the colors for skateboarders. But you can see how much the Dunk and the Jordan 1s are almost identical. Now, these joints are releasing at a price point of $175 USD, add a couple dollars for your taxes based on your location. Concerning the resale market, before the shoe is even released, this joint is fetching anywhere between $220 and $260 USD. And you're probably thinking, it's a Jordan 1, why are they increasing the price point from $160 retail to $175 retail? I'll explain that in a bit. Taking a look at the shoe, let's not pretend that you haven't seen a Jordan 1 retro before, because you definitely have. The upper is predominantly done up in a leather material, which is durable and stiff. It doesn't have that tumbling effect going on, and you don't feel like a softness going on either. It features white quarter panels on the lateral and the medial side of the shoe, as well as the vamp area. That's all standard. What's not standard are these gray panels on this shoe, on the lacing system, the toe box area, this heel cup area, and this ankle strap. As time goes on, when you're ripping the shoe up on your grip tape, when you're hitting walls and scuffing your shoe, or even when you're creasing it, these gray panels are eventually going to turn to a crimson pink color. The panels done up in black are the Nike swoosh, this small panel right here, and this collar area. Now these two are going to change colors, but they're going to change into like a hot pink color. Now I'm not disputing the fact that this is cool, because this is definitely really cool. I just don't really understand the correlation between this gray and the hot pink or the crimson pink. Like, why is this changing color? I don't understand how the gray is supposed to represent New York City and how the pink is supposed to represent Paris, France. It just doesn't really make any sense to me. Or why they couldn't stick the teams like on that Lakers Chicago shoe. Like, why couldn't they do like a Brooklyn Nets color and then a New York Knicks color under that or something? Like, that would have been cool to me. Alright, this is a little bit awkward. I'm jumping into this segment right now. This video that you are watching is already finished, already edited, was ready to go, and then my friend had messaged me during the filming of this on Instagram saying that the colors of the shoes are the way they are because those 4 cities, those are the biggest cities for skateboarding in the world. You have your New York, you have your Los Angeles, you have your Paris, France, and you have Chicago. So any further of me mentioning like, oh, I don't know why these are gray and pink, I don't get it, just excuse that. I will say what saves this shoe design is the abundance of shoelace colors. We have 4 sets of different laces. We have that hot pink, we have that crimson tint, we have gray, and that default black color. And honestly, out of all the colors on here, I think black works the best. Behind those sets of laces is a padded nylon tongue, and at the very top we have that black label and the Nike SB logo embroidered on, which is done in a light crimson tint color. At the $175 price point, I'm kind of confused as to why we didn't get like a neoprene lining. Instead, we have this polyester or this mesh lining happening, and it is padded on the lateral, the medial, and the heel of the shoe to provide some extra comfort to your foot. This is where that premium comes in. We have an insole that's done in hot pink, featuring the Nike SB logo done up in that forest green color, and this is all done on a gray piece of foam. But if you look here at the heel, we have that Nike Zoom Air unit. On your normal Jordan 1, you don't get a Zoom Air unit. It's just straight up foam. This is a plastic enclosure with pressurized air and tensile fibers to provide a more responsive cushioning system. The midsole is pretty boring and typical in all white, and then you move on to the outsole and you're just like, there's nothing that I hate more than a Jordan 1 outsole that is done in all white. Why? White midsoles, they just get dirty so easily, and yes, I understand that we're skating in this shoe, but still, no. Like, they could have pulled any other color off of this shoe. They could have did this in a crimson tint color, they could have did this in hot pink, black, or even a light gray, just not white. Regardless of fact, your traction marking is done in your typical Jordan 1 styling, and it is done in a blown rubber to enable flexibility. Sizing, normally I'm rocking a size 8.5 or a 9 US. 8.5 being my true to size. I went with an 8.5 with this shoe, and it really does fit true to size. In terms of comfort, it is slightly more comfortable than your typical Jordan 1 shoe, especially since it has that Nike Zoom Air unit at the heel on the insole of the shoe. Still, I'm going to put in my soft sole insole from Academy Sports and Outdoors. My final thoughts on the shoe. I really love the Lance Mountain color changing shoe concept. It's an amazing idea, but applied on this shoe with the gray and the pink, I just really don't get it. Maybe if they had a substantial story, maybe if it was a really enticing story, I would buy into that hype, but I just don't get it with this shoe. Gray, New York City, pink, Paris, France, what? Seriously, that Lakers Chicago theming, that was a great idea. Why didn't you do like Brooklyn Nets and New York Knicks or some other rival team or something like that? Why gray and pink? And yes, initially I thought the $175 price point was pretty steep until I learned about the color changing. I learned that we were getting 4 sets of laces, and then that there was a Zoom Air unit in the insole of the shoe. So definitely $175, that's justified. Unfortunately for Nike, dear Nike, I cannot give you money for 2 pink shoes in 1 month. That's just a rule, an unwritten rule, but it's a rule. I can't give you money for this shoe and this shoe. It's one or the other. and it's this one. And cause I just don't need another pink shoe. I barely have pink clothes as it is. It's a cool shoe, just bad timing. And because I still have my eyes on the Lakers Chicago colorway. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about the Nike Air Jordan SB1s, the Defiants, the New York City, the Paris, the Lightbones, whatever the name is? What do you think about this shoe? Is this a good pickup? Is this a bad pickup? What do you think about that $175 price point? Is it pretty steep? Let me know down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris.Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And again, we are hitting it really close to 8,000 subscribers, and I really want to pass out these prizes, so definitely subscribe if you're interested. Alright guys, I am Christopher Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers, sige na!